So welcome everyone to the first season of the 1984 Formulalympics. Now it's been 8 Olympics ago since we last had the Formulalympics back in 1952, but because during that period there seemed to be little interest for teams to come join the sport, we've had to wait until 1984 to be able to bring back the Formulalympics. So, despite the walkout from the USSR, taking a few countries with them to not participate in this year's Olympic Games, all 24 teams who initially signed up to compete have all stayed put and will be competing this year. So we can look forward to an exciting season. Hopefully, we will have a very exciting first round of the season here at Monza, where Italy took the championship in the previous Formulalympics in 1952, and that's why we're here first for the season. Of course, with so many teams, we need to put a pre-qualifying system as well as a group qualifying system. So you'll probably see the list of teams that need to do pre-qualifying and the teams that can go straight to group qualifying. But therefore, there's 2 cars in this first race of the season. Let's jump in and let's get on with the first agenda of the day, which is the group pre-qualifying. So here we are for the first group of pre-qualifying. So here is your listed drivers. 12 of them will qualify to group qualifying, which means only the 2 slowest will be knocked out at this early stage of this weekend around Monza. Let's wait for the all camera to hold on to someone. We're going to be focusing on Jose Romero from Spain. Of course, in this season there has been a few changes to the car. I mean, it's the exact same car as before, the RS2 2017 model. However, the fuel consumption and tyre wear have had a slight increase to try and make it more competitive in the pit stop strategy, and so drivers will be pitting as late as they did in the 1952 season. What kind of impact will it have? Well, we will find out during the course of this season. Well, as being pre-qualified, they will only get a 10-minute session instead of the standard 12, because 12 minutes will be for the main qualifying, while pre-qualifying it'll just be 10. So it definitely adds extra pressure to those in pre-qualifying to be as fast as they possibly can, as quickly as they can. Oh, excuse me. So with less time, the pressure's on to try and make it to group qualifying. So 42 of the 48 drivers will be in group 44 of the 48 drivers will be in the group qualifying. Okay, Mike Thackwell has gone fastest in outlap, knowing he was first out onto the track. And Mike Thackwell sets the benchmark. The Kiwi driver is saying a 1:25.1. That seems like a good time for everyone to try and beat. There's the New Zealander coming out of the fog, and Romero does a 1:28.0, so about 3 seconds slower. But Naoki Nakasaka from Japan is now sets the new fastest time. Of course, the objective of pre-qualifying is not to the fast time; it's just to make the top 12 to qualify into the group qualifying stages. So Nagasaka first, Thackwell is second, Sarah Murray from South Africa is in third, Jesus Parija is now 5th as Jacques Villeneuve goes into 3rd, and as I said, Jeff Brabham for Team Australia goes into 2nd now, 1:24.9. But right now the 2 slowest this time, Romero and Parija, both Spanish drivers, so this would be bad news for Spain if both drivers don't make it through this first group of pre-qualifying. Jens Windsor from Denmark goes into 4th. Now, what about his teammate Jensen? Will he be able to top that time? And now Mark Galvin from Ireland goes into 8th place behind Parija. I'll learn the names as I go on. And Suzuki goes into 3rd, so we've got both Japanese drivers in the top 3 in this group qualifying. Niki Lauda goes into 7th, as Lars Vega Jensen goes into 3rd. So Jose Romero on the bubble, but we've got 2 drivers who've yet to to set time. Keke Rosberg sets his first time and he goes fastest, 1:24.5, which means Romero is currently in the danger zone of being knocked out pre-qualifying. Alongside him is Mark Galvin from Ireland, as Stefan Johansson from Sweden goes into 4th. Nearly 3 seconds down sector 1, so not a good start from Parija, but he might have enough time to cross the start finish line to go for one more lap to try and ensure he stays out of the bottom 2. What about Galvin? And so Galvin is starting his flying lap. Romero's still in his out lap going in the last corner. He's going past the first 2 corners. Here goes Parija in sector 2, 4.4 seconds down, which means he's actually slower. Not only slower than Rosberg's time, it looks like he's going to be slower than Romero's best time of 1:20.0. What about Galvin? 1.7 seconds down. Okay, so Galvin already, it looks like he might be improving his time. He might push Parija out of the top 12. But Parija does have enough time to go for one more lap, which is going to be his absolute last chance to ensure he gets into group qualifying. So he's starting his second lap. We're going board with Mark Galvin. Okay, 1 minute 0.7. Okay, so he's lost quite a considerable amount of time in sector 2, but he looks like he will still be his best time, and it might be enough for him to get into 12 ahead of Parija. What about Jose Romero? It's quite hard to tell. I don't think he's going to improve his time. It does not look like he's going to be much faster. But Galvin and Romero are out of time, so this is our last shot. And what does Mark Galvin do? He goes into 12. He gets ahead of Parija, 0.03 of a second ahead of the Spaniard. Will both Spaniards actually fail to make it to group qualifying? And so it's looking like it might be at the moment. Romero is definitely not going to improve his time, so he's definitely out of the rest of the session. So that's the end. So it's definitely the end of Romero. He's not improving his time. Parija's also not improving his time. He's way slower than the first time than his previous lap. So it's fair to say both Spanish drivers in the first group of pre-qualifying are going to be out of contention to get into group qualifying. Niki Lauda improved his time. He goes into 8th. So gets ahead of Jens Windsor from Denmark. But yeah, the luck of the Irish was on Mark Galvin's side to just squeak out a chance to get into group qualifying. The question is, will his teammate Derek Daly in the second group be able to do the same? So here is the final results. I see there's a bit of an error here. The Kiichi Suzuki and Naoki Nagasaka's flags are not appearing, but I can fix that soon enough. So here we are. Keke Rosberg was the fastest in the first group, Nagasaka second, Jeff Brown from Australia third, Stefan Johansson fourth, Lars Viggo Jensen from Denmark rounds off your top 5. And well, the top 12 qualify, which means both Spanish drivers of Jesus Parija and Jose Romero have sadly fallen out of the top 12, and thus they are out of the rest of the session. So with that exciting first group done, let's go on to the second group. Here we are, the second group of the qualifying session, and without further ado, let's find out who will make it past pre-qualifying to get into group qualifying. It looks like Mikkola is going to come out first from Finland, but we're going to be on board with Gerhard Berger from Team Austria. We'll see what the Austrian can do. Will he be able to get past pre-qualifying like his teammate Niki Lauda did? Well, we'll find out if we're going to have both Austrians going through. And see who's going to come just behind him. We'll find out who it is. That is Van Schuppen from Team Australia. Because he's had cleared traffic. So Mikkola does a 1:25.1. Gerhard Berger is going to do a 1:24.9. So only 2 times faster than the Finnish driver. And then there's Van Schuppen fourth. But Derek Daly from Ireland goes into first. So luck of the Irish indeed. So his teammate Galvin just barely got into group qualifying, but it looks like he's going to be in a much stronger position to ensure he does get into group qualifying. We're going board with Derek Daly. We've got some a bit of drama ahead of him. involving a couple of drivers. And coming in sector 1 there, Shakhtar Meta, who I believe was holding up Mikola, but it looks like Mikola's finally got past, so gives Mikola a chance to try and set a faster time. We are down the left, got Mikola third, we've got Stig Blomqvist in 4th, Vic Preston from Kenya in 5th, then Shup in 6th, George Foshi from South Africa is 7th, then we got Mauricio Denarves from Colombia is 8th, John Nicholson from New Zealand is 9th, John Graham is 10th for Canada, 11th is George Mochis from Greece. Now Roberto Guerra goes to 4th, which means it definitely puts George Mochis in the danger zone, 120.2, which is about 3.4 seconds slower than Derek Daly. In fact, yes, he has now officially gone out of the top 12 and into the danger zone. John Graham is currently on the bubble in 12, only a tenth faster than the Greek driver. The fastest, and there's Kostas lost the other Greek driver, goes into 9th. That pushes John Graham from Canada into the danger zone alongside Moschus. Which is not ideal for the Austrians, but again, Berger is definitely going to be going through to group qualifying comfortably ahead, comfortably faster than 12th place. 12th place Nicholson. 3.9 seconds slower in sector 2, I think. Mosh is not going to improve his time. Blomqvist improves his time, but he stays in 5th. What about John Nicholson? No, he's not going to improve his time either. John Graham's come back out trying to salvage something for Canada. But can he salvage getting into the top 12? He's got to make up 3 tenths to get Nicholson. George Moschus, I definitely don't think Moschus is going to make it to group qualifying, but they both can prove me wrong. Here comes Vern Schuppen though to try and make the pass on Graham. And Graham 4.3 seconds off. Oh, bit of contact there between them. Managed to get it again, but it's definitely destroyed Graham's chance of getting into the top 12 with this lap. Maybe he'll be able to do it on his last lap. As far as Chopin is trying to get past him, and otherwise Chopin's pushing it hard because Chopin is already in the top 12 and he's finished comfortably ahead of Nicholson and Graham's time. So Nicholson comes into the pits to his session, but here goes John Graham. About Moshes. Okay, still in his out lap. Moshes going to have to really have to push that pedal to the metal, otherwise he is going to be out of contention. So here's John Graham coming down to sector 1. How far behind is he of Daly's time? That will definitely give us a good idea what kind of pace he's got. So he's going to be 2.8 seconds slower. I'm not confident that Graham's going to make it through. What about Moschus? Focus on him on his last lap. Coming down to sector 1. Qualified session is now officially ended, and most of the drivers are in the pits. No, half the drivers are in the pits, looks like. Moschus is going to be 3.5 seconds slower. Okay, so Moschus doesn't look like he's going to make it into the top 12 either. So I think Graham and Moschus are comfortably out of the running. Will be out of trying to compete to get to the race. But look at that, a big improvement there from George Foshi going to 6th, just ahead of Vic Preston from Kenya. And there's John Graham going to come across the line, but I think, yeah, he knows he's beat, that's for sure. 5.7 seconds down on the leader, Moschus is. Who is that right behind him? That is Hanu Mikola, who I guess he's trying to complete his last lap. He's currently the 3rd fastest, so it's more just bragging rights from Mikola. There you go, Moschus, 127.8, and that is gone already. So Moschus is out of contention, and that is going to be the end of this last pre-qualifying session. A good last lap there from Shakhtar Meta going to 6th. So Derek Daly was the fastest in this group, along with Berger second, McCullough third, Guerrero fourth. Blomqvist rounds off the top 5, and we say goodbye to John Graham from Canada and George Moses from Greece, as they have failed to get to the top 12 of this pre-qualifying group, and thus they are out of the rest of the weekend. So before we get into the group qualifying, it's time for the F2 qualifying. Okay, so here we are for the qualifying session for F2, and we will see who will get the first pole position, and that's the first 3 bonus points of the season. And here we go, all camera focus on Teo Fabi, who's decided to come out first for Team Italy. And got some drivers coming out. There we go, nose view, there is one of the Canadian drivers ahead of him. Who's that behind? And behind him is Jacques Lafitte for Team France. And coming down sector 1, what is Teo Fabi's time going to be? It's going to be a 35.4, which seems not too bad a time. That's George Schwartz directly in front of Fabi. Hopefully he's not going to cause too much trouble for the Italian to set the benchmark time for everyone else to beat. His benchmark time is 1:35.4. Pretty quick time there from the Italian. But what does everyone else manage? What can everyone else manage pull off? We've got 8.5 minutes left of the session to go. Most of the drivers on their flying laps. And coming across the line, that is Ari Vatanen from Finland. 1:35.9, half a second slower, but he definitely had some traffic problems. Who was that he was trying to get past? It's one of the Belgian drivers. That is Bernard the driver. Notice Fabi's teammate, Ricardo Patrese, goes to first. Turu Shimigi is second for Japan. Dennis Firestone third for Austria. Teo Fabi dropping down to fourth. And then there is Norimasa Sakamoto in sixth. Gordon Hatch for South Africa is seventh, 1:37.6. So it's nearly 3 seconds off Patrice's time. And now Tom Sneva from America goes into first, 1:33.9. And the other driver, that was Bjorn Aldegaard. And now Jochen Mass from West Germany goes into pole. Okay, so times are coming in faster than, well, I can obviously keep up. So Jochen Mass goes into first. He's stuck behind, trying to get past someone. That's Markku Allen from Finland. And Allen is currently 9th at the moment. And now Jacques Lafitte goes into second. Sneva third. Patrese fourth. Shimigi's down to fifth. Then there's Neil Krang's going to 7th. That's it. Well, Jonathan Palmer for Team UK goes into 4th. So only 5 drivers have yet to set their first times. Driver, now Bobby Rahal from Team USA goes into 1st. So both American drivers in the top 4. So going to be 6.5 minutes left to go. Okay, everybody has set a time. So the fastest is Bobby Rahal with a 1:33.3. The slowest is George Schwartz from Canada, 1:43.1, so nearly 10 seconds slower than Rahal's time. But thankfully for him in F2, the 110% rule does not apply to F2, it only applies to F1. About 7 tenths separating their times. So it's Firestone 10th. Now Derek Bell for Team UK goes into 6th, just behind his teammates, so it could be a British third row in the main race, that's for sure. Less than 5 minutes left of the session to go. Most of the drivers have come into the pits. The highest placed driver is out on the track is Sneva, who's in 4th. So Tom Sneva currently 6 tenths slower than his teammate, who's on pole. What can he do to try and close in and maybe try and make it an all-American front row? Here we are coming across the line. No, he's going to abandon the lap and go to the pit, so Fabi's staying in 12th. Everyone else is on the track, so only Fabi is going to be in the pits. Of course, everyone is with only 2 minutes left of the session to go. It's definitely last chance saloon for all these drivers. Here's George Schwartz, man, who's currently at the bottom at the moment. 5.3 seconds down in sector 1, so he's really struggling here. There's Jacques Lafitte currently sitting in 3rd. And where's his teammate? His teammate being Ludwig Hiemer. Oh, he's actually 23rd, so both Canadian drivers are actually the slowest in this first race of the in this first F2 race of the season. So both Canadian drivers are really going to have to push hard if they want any chance to maybe get into F1 if they're lucky enough. Here comes George Schwartz coming across the line. He is not going to improve his time. No, he does not improve at all. 8 tenths slower. And here's his teammate 23rd, that's Himrath. He's clearly struggling, and now Marku Allen improves his time. He goes into 10th, so well done to Marku Allen. But 40 seconds left on the clock. It's pretty much crunch time here. The pole sitter, Bobby Rahal, with the closest rival on the track. No, that's Jacques Lafitte. There he's coming down sector 1. What does Lafitte do? He only 1/10 slower. Okay, so it's definitely put him a good chance to get ahead of Jochen Mass to get to 2nd. Let's get 2 bonus points. Tom Steve improves his time, but he stays in 4 for the moment, so he won't be getting bonus points, but definitely a very good position, probably in the 2nd row for the main race if he holds on to 4th place. Going down to sector 2, Hemeth improves his time, he goes into 22nd, so it's not an all Canadian back row, because 23rd, that is Desiree Wilson from South Africa. And look at this last lap times coming in. Firestone improves his time, goes into 7th. What can Lafitte do here? Coming to the last corner. Got a few drivers in the pits already, but we've got most of the drivers are still out on the track trying to set the last ditch times. And Lafitte gets ahead of Jochen Mass into 2nd, so Jacques Lafitte makes it a French driver in the front row, while there is stuck going into 7th position. So good job there from the West German driver. Well, some of the drivers coming into the pits. Some surprise tail Fabi is all the way down in 13th, but it's only the first race of the season, so anything is possible. The highest placed driver, that's still Lafitte. There's Palmer 5th. Trying to figure out who is yet to finish their last laps. There's Firestone, I believe he's already done his last lap. Okay, there's Neil Krang 9th. Okay, so Krang's definitely one of them, for sure. Probably not Sakamoto. So focus on Krang. What's his last time going to be? He's currently 9th for Australia. What can he do on his last lap? Go into the pits and end the session. Okay. Well, that was a very, very interesting qualified session for F2. So Bobby Rahal on the first race gets 3 points to his name, so well done there from Bobby Rahal. And 2nd place going to Jacques Lafitte. So Jacques Lafitte also doing a really, really good performance. And the final bonus point going to Jochen Mass, who sits in 3rd place for West Germany. So the top 6 drivers within 1 second of each other. And then we've got George Schwartz in the back with Desiree Williams, both about 8 and 10 seconds behind the pole sitter. So before we get into the F2 races, it's time for the F1 group qualifying session. So here we are, the first group qualifying of the session. So which of the top 11 are going to make it to the grid? As we've got someone already coming out of the pits first, and that is Stefan Johansson. So Stefan Johansson will be setting the benchmark for the 22 drivers here. Now, can Stefan Johansson set a good benchmark? Will he make the top 11? Well, we will find out. Someone else is just coming out of the pits. That looks like one of the West German drivers. And what is Johansson's benchmark time going to be? I think the fastest we've had is 1:23.3. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near that time, but it's going to be a respectable time regardless. The time is going to be 1:26.9. Not a bad first run. And Marcus Winkelhock, Manfred Winkelhock, sorry, not Marcus Winkelhock. Manfred Winkelhock goes to the lead, 1:55.4. Ayrton Senna goes into second. Third is Naoki Nagasaka. And now René Arnoux for Team France goes into pole position. So the fastest time is one of the French drivers. Now Alain Prost in fifth at the moment. And we've got quite a big queue of cars going down turn 1 as Keke Rosberg now takes first position. 8 minutes left of the session to go, so we're getting near the halfway mark, and there's already quite a few surprising results. Gerhard Berger, the man one of the drivers who had to pre-qualify to get into group qualifying, is now is in first place with a 1:24.3. And we've got Stig Blomqvist in fourth, and there's Vern Chopin for Australia in sixth. And there's Stefan Johansson currently in the bubble in 11th. Remember, half of them will not make it to the grid. Thierry Boutsen in second. That pushes Johansson into the danger zone. And now Niki Lauda goes into fifth. And now Michele Alboreto goes into the lead. So that is also pushed. Mikola and Prost are in the danger zone now. So the number one driver, Michele Alboreto, it's currently in the lead at the moment, as we've got Suzuki in 13th, and we've got Mark Galvin from Ireland, who had to pre-qualify in 6th, who just barely got into qualifying, is down in 17th. And then there's Nagasaka going into 5th now. Almost everyone's set a time, so currently the slowest is Jorge Ricaldi from Argentina. Is that the Argentine team? Yes, it is the Argentine team. So Alboreto leads Berger second, Walter Brun from Switzerland is third, Boutsen fourth for Belgium, Keke Rosberg fifth for Finland. And in the bubble right now it is Manfred Winkelhock for West Germany. And in fact, we've got Ayrton Senna also in the danger zone with Prost in 15th. So Prost and Senna, both very exciting prospects for the season, might end up not qualifying. So right now they got beat 1:25.473 to get into the grid, to get a spot on the grid. So everyone's set a time. We're on board with Alboreto. I wonder if he's going to beat his time. No, he's not. In fact, Niki Lauda, however, meanwhile, improves his time, goes into the top 3 ahead of Walter Brun. And who else on the outlap? That's Stig Blomqvist from Sweden. And ahead to them, that is Vern Chopin from Australia, and there he is on his flying lap. Lauda improving his time again, but he does stay in third just behind his teammate Gerhard Berger. So we've got Italy first, and then both Austrians second and third. Brun fourth for Switzerland, and Boutsen fifth for Belgium. Going to sector 1, 8 tenths down already. Blomqvist is about 9 tenths down on Alboreto with his fastest lap so far. He is our 4 tenths ahead of 11th place, which is Winkelhock at the moment. Meanwhile, Senna is 13th. And wait, he's just coming down sector 1. Okay, so he's currently doing his out lap at the moment. We'll stay on board with Blomqvist. Okay, Blomqvist is not going to improve his time, 1.5 seconds down. So this first run has been a bit of a write-off for him. Nothing too many positional changes, nothing too out there, apart from Senna and Prost being outside the top 11, but Winkelhock improves his time, goes into second out of nowhere, just 2 tenths behind. So Marcus Winkelhock bringing a good challenge there to Alboreto and beating both Austrians. So well done to the West German driver right there. Okay, here comes Ayrton Senna coming in sector 1. He's going to have to try. He needs to beat 1:25.0. He's got to try and beat Blomqvist. Okay, he's 4,000 a second faster than Alboreto in that first sector. Here comes Alain Prost. He's starting his flying lap. Got just under 2.5 minutes left to go this session. This is going to be really nail biting here. Blomqvist in the pits. He's currently in the bubble. I think as it stands, he might be pushed out of the top 11 by Aaron Senna and into the danger zone. Here's Senna coming in sector 2, he's now 3 tenths down. And oh, we got someone improving the time. That's Mikola from Finland. However, he has gone up to 14th now in the danger zone. Prost 800ths down in sector 1, but he's already. But it's a good start there from Alan Prost. Here we go, coming down towards the start finish line. What is Senna's time going to be? Will it get him into the top 11? It'll put him into 10th, so he just gets ahead of Fauci from South Africa, and Blomqvist is now in the danger zone. Okay, Prost half a second down, so he might not make as much positions. Thierry Boutsen goes into second, just a tenth behind Alboreto. So those that are already in the top 11 are really battling hard to get first in this group, trying to get a better grid slot. Jacques Villeneuve goes into 11th, so Fauci goes down into the danger zone in 12th. What about Alan Prost? Will he push Villeneuve into the danger zone? No, Prost goes into 13th unless he is still outside the top 11 and is still in danger of not qualifying. So with less than minutes to go, this is basically his final chance to try and get into the top 11. But what about Alan Prost? This could be a huge surprise if Prost doesn't qualify for this first race of the season. Okay, 4 tenths down in sector 2, but he could still improve. Okay, time is now up, waiting for both the drivers to finish their last laps. The last chance to try and qualify for the race. Okay, here's Alan Prost coming around the last corner. What does he do? Is he going to complete the lap? Or is he going to abandon it? No, he's going to try and finish this run. And it is going to improve his time, but he stays 13th. Alan Prost will not qualify for this race, so Alan Prost we will not be seeing him compete. Looking at the map, we see group cars coming across the line. Doesn't look like. Okay, Niki Lauda improves his time, goes into second. Well done to Niki Lauda. Now we see McCullough coming to the pits, and McCullough is out. He is not going to qualify for the race. Ricciardi is not going to qualify, and neither is Laruri. So both Argentines in this group are not going to qualify. Okay, only a few cars left. And Johansson Prince time goes into 19th, but it's not enough. And that's the end of the session. Okay, so here is the final results of this group. So Alboreto, Lauda, Boutsen, Winkelhock, Berger, Braun, Rosberg, Nakasaka, Arnoux, Senna, and Jacques Villeneuve is the last driver to qualify for this race. So as you see, we could say goodbye to the other half, which is Fauci, Prost, Blomqvist, Chupin, Mikola, Daly, Suzuki, Johansson, Larui, Ricciardi, and Mark Galvin. Okay, so we've lost both Irish drivers, both Argentine drivers in this first group. The biggest prize probably being Alan Prost, we have to say goodbye to for this weekend. So, with how exciting Group 1 is, let's move on to Group 2 and see what other dramas we can find there. So here we are for Group 2 of the qualifying session. Who is going to win this group and who will not make it to the grid? Okay, so we've got someone already. We're going to be going aboard with Jeff Brabham for Team Australia. Although we see someone else coming out ahead of him. Do you get a view of that? No, we cannot, but we'll see who it is anyway. And here we go, coming around the last corner. And across the line, and the time is going to be 126.4. What does Jeff Brabham do who came behind? A 127.3. And, well, that is about 9 times slower. Now Eddie Cheever for Team USA goes into the lead now. Followed by second place at Cero Murray for Team South Africa. There's D'Angelis is ahead of him. Mario Andretti, the other American, is third. And Arie Luyendyk for the Netherlands goes into fourth. There is Winter fifth. There's Jackie X in sixth position at the moment. And currently the second slowest is Jeff Brabham, as Jan Lammers for the other Dutch driver goes into second. Nelson Piquet goes into third now. Although Jeff Brabham's still currently the slowest, so he's currently going to end up being in the bubble pretty soon. Got a couple of drivers ready to come across the line to complete the first flying lap, so that's probably going to push Brabham into the danger zone. It has. Mark Stewart for Switzerland going to third, and the other driver that came across the line, that's Nigel Mansell for Team Britain. So the United Kingdom got one driver in 8th, there's Vic Preston for Kenya in 11th in the bubble, but pushes Jackie X in the danger zone. Okay, now he's fallen to the danger zone thanks to Stefan Bell's time. And now Jens Winston improves time, goes into 11th in the danger zone thanks to Derek Warwick, the other British driver in this race. Now Elliot Angelis goes into second, so A Cheever does remain in first place. In the danger zone, we've got Nigel Mansell for Team Britain. And what on earth is going on here? It looks like a bit of barging going on, but yeah. And Nigel Mansell's gone and spun Mark Stewart around. What on earth was that? Now Mark Stewart's trying to get back in the pits. Mark Stewart's got turned around by Mansell, and he just ended up. Yeah, that was very bizarre there. James Winston improves his time. It's in 13th in the danger zone, so Stewart is going to lose so much time. Will have lost so much time because of this incident. Because he's trying to get into the pits, but can't get into it. And this cost us loss for Greece, going to 20th ahead of Thackwell and John Nicholson, the two New Zealanders who are currently in the danger zone. Ryan Dre improving his time, goes into 4th now, and we've got Meta improving his time, but he's still in the danger zone in 13th place. Okay, so far A Cheever leads, Elda Angels is second, Jan Lammers is in third, Marian Andretti 4th, Derek Warwick 5th, PK is 6th, Cunningham, who's got 800 for second fastest in cheer in Sector 1, Stefan Bell for 7th, Mark Stewart is 8th, though I think he's been compromised by Mansell, 9th. In 9th place it is Cyril Murray from South Africa, Roberto Guerrero is 10th, and currently in the last spot to qualify is Lars Viggo Jensen for Team Denmark. And we've only got 4 minutes of the session to go. And Thackwell proves time, goes into 16th position, but he's still relatively in the danger, so he gets ahead of Preston from Team Kenya. And now, oh look at this, going to 9th. H.E. improves his fastest lap. Jackie X goes into 3rd. Jeff Brown improving his time. Okay, now Sarah Mears in the bubble. Now Guerrero's in the danger zone. Jensen's also in the danger zone. Okay, how those things have just flipped on its head, just like that. So Cheer does hold on to the lead. There's Angela second, and with Jackie X suddenly appearing third, it definitely changes things up a bit. Derek Ward goes into 4th, managing to get ahead of Jan Lammers now. It's Jan Lammers coming around the last corner. Can he improve his time of 1:24.5? It's going to be close. I don't think he'll do it. No, he's not going to improve his time. No, he's quite off the pace there. Coming into the final corner. Can he improve his time? Can he give himself a better chance to qualify for the race? He's coming across the line. Okay, he's not going to improve his time. No, he does. He stays in 11th. HU comes to the pits, and so is that Jackie X. I think they're both relatively safe. They're pretty much guaranteed to qualify. Elder Angel's going to the pits as well, but I think he's pretty much set to qualify as well. Is there Warwick coming around the line? I think is that Roberto Guerrero in the way? Yeah, Roberto Guerrero is in the way of Warwick. Of course, Guerrero is in 12th. He's got to try and find 700ths of a second to get past Murray to get into the top 11. And 1.9 seconds down, Guerrero. I think Guerrero's not going to be able to qualify. Oh, Guerrero touches the wall there. Bit of contact between him and Nicholson. Derek Warwick is going to be slowed down because of it. Though Derek Walker is definitely qualified for sure, so it wouldn't have found too much of a damage to Guerrero's front lane though. Okay, only 2 drivers yet to finish their final run, their last lap. And I believe that's the session over. Yes, it is. So here is the final results of this group qualifying. Cheever gets fastest in this group, Alexandra 2nd, Jackie X 3rd, Warwick 4th, Jan Lammerts 5th, Andretti 6th, PK 7th, Beloff 8th, Sura 9th, and Jeff Rabham is 10th, with Cero Mera making the final spot for the final grid. Which means we say goodbye to Roberto Guerrero, both Danish drivers, Nigel Mansell, both Kenyan drivers, Ari Ludenik, both New Zealanders, and of course De Naves and Costas Loss. So before we find out the final grid slots for the race, it's time for the F2 reverse and main races. So here we are for the reverse grid race around Monza for the F2 race. Schwartz and Wilson on the front, as they were the 2 slowest coming into this race, with Rahal and Lafitte, who were the 2 fastest, down at the back, and of course Jochen masking the final bonus point in 3rd, starting at 22nd. So let's see, who's going to win the first reverse grid race of the season? Okay, let's focus to the front, as we always do. Looking at Schwartz, and away we go. And it looks like it was an okay start for Schwartz, with Wilson alongside, not really having a much better start than he did. Here we are coming to the first corner. Is everyone getting around safely? I'd hope so. And look at that, we've got both Canadian drivers at the front now. I'm checking the back. And it looks like everyone is going to get around the first corner, the first chicane safely. Okay, so Schwartz leads with Heimrath in 2nd place, Wilson 3rd, Regout 4th, Cal Grundle 5th, Gordon Hash 6th, Patrick Tomby running up your top 7 drivers. Of course, top 8 scored points in the reverse race and top 10 scored points in the main race. And looking towards the back, you can see there's Jochen Master on 22nd, there's Lafitte at the back of the field. As we're going down the straight, heading towards the chicane, we can see, looks like Rego's going for a move on Wilson to get into the top 3, but Wilson holds on and stays in 3rd place. The 2 Canadian drivers trying to pull away. And meanwhile, we've got the rest of the field quite closely packed together. Although it looks like we can see Grundle trying to find a way through Harv Regout. There's Patrick Tomby, who's trying to get in a piece of the action, while under pressure from Gordon Hatch, who's trying to pass him. And look at this, George Schwartz losing the lead to his teammates. His Heimrath goes into the lead. Further back, there's Rega going to 3rd, Patrick Tomby going to 4th. There's quite a few positional changes. Grundle's dropping down positions. Now we've got someone locking up, going into the first corner. There's a lot of positional changes, but looking further down, this Teo Fabi getting to 11th position. I have Sakamoto, but he's now trying to chase the driver to get into the top 10. Now looking further down, Schwartz and Heimrath are still in the lead, but there's Regout in 3rd. Patrick Tampe making his way to 4th. He's trying to catch up to the Belgian and both Canadian drivers. So they may have started the back, they may have been the slowest in qualifying, but look at them, they're doing pretty well in this reverse grid race. We're on lap 2 of the 9. There goes Regout trying to find his way past George Schwartz. And Patrick Tomby looking like he's going to try and do the same. It's looking like, is that going to be 3 wide? No, Tommy's going to back off as Regout takes 2nd and is now chasing Heimrath down. Who's going to get the fastest lap of the race? Regout with a 1:36.5. Is anyone going to beat that time? And it does not look like it. It looks like the Belgian is going to hold on to the fastest lap of this race. And look at this, look at the mid pack, it's all quite closely compact. But as long as everyone is still in this race, then that's what matters. Although those who are fastest in qualifying are kind of really struggling to make their way up the field. And look at this Heimrath under a lot of pressure from Tomby and Regout. But Tomby trying to make the move on Regout, but Regout managed to defend. That's going to help the Canadian try and pull away a little bit. There's Cal Grundle in 4th place for Sweden, with Schwartz dropping to 5th for Canada, just ahead of Gordon Hatch from South Africa. And then now you get to the other Belgian of Bernard Driver. Lap number 4. Here goes Regout though, going to the inside. He's trying to take the lead of the race from Heimrath. Oh, is he going to be able to pull it off? And they're heading towards the line. The top 3 have pulled quite a distance on Grundle, who's in 4th. As Regout now does indeed take the lead of the race. Here we are coming to turn 1. And further back we've got cars everywhere. This Theo Fabi makes way to 8th into the points position. There's George Schwartz dropping all the way down the field. As we're getting close to the halfway mark of our first reverse grid race of the season. So Regout leading for Belgium. There's Heimrath under pressure from Patrick Tomby. It looks like the Frenchman is going to try and make the move, but does not manage to pull it off. There's Grundle 4th, Driver 5th, Gordon Hatch 6th, Theo Fabi into 7th now. Bjorn Waldegaard is up into 8th ahead of George Schwartz. So both Swedish drivers in the top 8. There's Ari Vatanen in 10th place. Looking down towards the front is Patrick Tomby on Heimrath, having a wee battle for 2nd, but Tomby gets ahead. Looking further down, there's Theo Fabi making his way into 6th position, so he's putting the pedal to the metal. And those who are faster in qualifying were the 24th, 22nd, and 21st. So really not being able to make that many positions. Joachim Mass up into 19th. Okay, Regout's coming to the pits, Tommy's coming to the pits, but Heimrath is going to stay out, and so is Grundle. Okay, and Driver, Fabi. Yeah, a lot of the drivers are going to stay in the race. Oh, we got trouble! Jonathan Palmer's gone off. Okay, so Jonathan Palmer. What's happened to the Brits? Okay, he was stuck towards the back end of the field. There's Dennis Firestone coming alongside. This is the last corner. And Palmer goes off, but Firestone stays on the road. Bobby Rahal ended up having an off as well. Who was that to really blame? I think Palmer caused that collision and nearly took Firestone with them. But what about Rahal? What happened to Bobby Rahal? Did he have a coming together, or did he just cut out a load? So he's 23rd. So right at the back of the field, there's Jacques Lafitte. No, he caught the back of Lafitte. Nearly got stuck on the gravel, but managed to save it. Okay, so Jonathan Palmer is out of the race. So Heimrath is currently the leader. Cal Grundle goes into 2nd. Gordon Hatch is 3rd. There's Vatanen and Waldegaard in a battle for 4th. Then there's George Schwartz 6th. There's Desiree Wilson 7th. Everyone else is pitted, so will the top 7 live to regret this move? Here comes Bernard Driver is going to come out first into 8th. This Jacques Lafitte's gone all the way up to 9th. Joachim Math all up to 10th, and Rahal to 11th. So they've managed to put the pit stop strategy to their good use, and the fact those are fast qualifiers got ahead of loads of people in the pack. Derek Bell 13th has stuck 14th. Dennis Firestone, despite the incidents, into 15th now. But they've got their work cut out, so they don't need to pit for the rest of the race. But those in the top 7 will have to. Will they be able to close in on them enough to jump them to take the lead of the race? But will it help him, or will it be his undoing? If we've got both Swedish drivers in the top 3, if here they come to the pits. Heimrath comes in, Grundle comes in, Waldegaard, Hatch, Vatanen, let's go wait for Schwartz and Wilson to join them as well. Yep, and here they come to the pits. Here's Bernard Driver, the man who's ahead of everybody, who came to the pits the previous lap. As he's going to try and push to try and take the lead for Belgium. Okay, they're all taking their time. Oh, we've got someone moving. This Williams is on the Wilson on the move. Doesn't matter too much. Here comes Driver though, coming past the finish line, and Driver does take the lead of the race. And here comes Vatanen that was coming out of the pits. So Vatanen does come out in third. So Vatanen's actually benefited quite nicely from his pit stop strategy. Rahal goes into sixth. Whoa, getting a bit too close to Hatch and Waldegaard there. This Tom Sneva in eighth. Grundle coming out in ninth place, and there's Heimrath running off your top 10. And those kind of pits in that lap seem to have really taken a big hit, especially with Wilson and Schwartz, who's dropped to 14. So some benefited and some of them really did not. So Driver leads, Lafitte is second, Vatanen is third, Jochen Mass fourth, and Bobby Rahal rounding off the top 5 so far. Although we seem to have a 3 of battle 4, 6 between Waldegaard, Hatch, and Sneva. There's Waldegaard into the inside line. Driver thing, Lafitte sets the fast lap of the race of 1:34.3, a really quick time there from the Frenchman. If Waldegaard stays ahead of Sneva as he's going to the side by side with Hatch, and it looks like they'll get the slipstream to take 6. What can Tom Sneva do about it? Well, Waldegaard's going to hold the position. Hatch stays 7th. Tom Sneva staying at the back in the points. Derek Bell 9th, and Cal Grundle locking up the brakes heavily there, like really heavily. And it's Patrick Tambay in 21st sets the fast lap of the race. So Tambay really had problems with the pit stop as well. Because I believe he was 3rd and he ended up all the way down to 21st. So something's clearly went horribly wrong with Sneva. It looked like he tried to make the move there, but Hatch managing to hold the possession. I think he just went off the route, went a bit wide, trying to make the pass. And look, that's Derek Bell trying to put the pressure on the American. So we've got Sneva and Hatch still in the battle for 7th. But it looks like Sneva has finally managed to make the move stick. But Derek Bell has not been able to capitalise on it as well. And Ari Vatanen sets the fast lap at 1:33.6 with 2 laps left to go. And it's just ahead as Lafitte and Driver in the battle for the lead of the race. But Vatanen, an amazing job. Who gained the most possessions in this reverse grid race? That would be Lafitte. Started in 23rd and he's made his way to 2nd. The next biggest gainer is Rahal, started at the back and he's up into 5th. And then Jochen Mass started 3rd and he's started in 22nd and he's made his way to 4th. And the biggest loser is Regout, who's gone from 4th to 23rd. So Regout's not really had a good race here. And Patrick Tambay has also had a pretty bad race, 8th to 21st. And here we are starting the final lap of the race. Driving 1:35.2, but Lafitte sets a fast lap, and Lafitte's going to go for it. Might actually take the lead and might end up winning the race. Take the lead on the final lap of the race. And going to the chicane, but Driver is going to hold on to position. And Vatanen is going to staying in 3rd. There's Jochen Mass 4th. Bobby Rahal 5th. Tom Sneva in 6th with Waldegaard and Bell in a big tussle for 6. But Steve's going to hold on to the position. There's Waldegaard 7th. There's Derek Bell in 8th position. The sole Brit remaining in this race is his teammate Jonathan Palmer retired after causing a big crash with Firestone, who's in 13th place. So drivers had pretty much good luck on his side, but Lafitte had a lot of luck, being constantly stuck in the back, struggling to overtake drivers, but has managed to get a jump on everyone in the pits to get his way to 2nd, and Vatanen pretty much was able to make that strategy work as well. And here we are coming to the final corner of the race. And Waldegaard has been passed by Bell there, but they're coming around the last corner. and it is going to be the Belgian of Bernard Driver winning the Italian reverse grid race. Lafitte getting a very good second place finish, Ari Vatten is third, Joachim Mass takes fourth, Bobby Rahal is fifth, Tom Snever, the other American, is going to finish a very impressive sixth position. And it looks like Derek Bell is going to finish seventh, and the final point will go to Bjorn Waldegaard in 8th place, with Stuck just missing out in 9th. What a race that was! So, we will just wait for everyone else to come across the line. After an action-packed race where the race seemed to have been decided on how well the pit stop strategies worked, Bernard Driver takes the win, Lafitte second, Ari Vatten in third. Joachim Mass, Rahul, Sneva, Derbell and Waldegaard get the rest of the points. As we look further down the field, we've got Gordon Hatch in 11th, Patrese 12th, Tail Fabi went backwards down in 18th position, which is going to be a huge surprise. Patrick Tomby got the fast lap in the final lap of the race, we ended up 19th, so he clearly had pace, but I guess he had problems overtaking other drivers. And down towards the back of the field, we got Herv Regout, who led the race until he went to the pits and ended up going all the way back down to 23rd. And of course, the only retirement in that race is Jonathan Palmer. So with that exciting race out of the way, it's now time for the F2 main race. So here we are for the main race around Monza, and as you see, the grid is back to normal for this race, with Bobby Rahal in pole, with Jacques Lafitte second, Joachim Mass third, and Tom Snever running off the top four. Of course, Bernard Driver did win the reverse race, who starts in 16th in this race, with Jacques Lafitte, who came second, starting second, and Ari Vatten, who came third, starting in 15th. So what will happen in this main race? Well, let's get this race started and find out. As we focus on Rahal, because he is in pole position. Thank you, auto camera. And away we go, and it looks like it was a pretty decent start there. It was a really good start from Rahul, already playing a nice gap. Here comes Joachim Mass to try and come into second place as we head into turn number 1. And Rahul keeps holding the lead. Is Lafitte going to hold in second, or is no? Joachim Mass is going to take second already. So coming the first couple of corners, Rahul leads, Mass second, Lafitte third, Sneva fourth, Derek Bell 5th, and Jonathan Power running up the top 6. Okay, let's get the Formula car back to the pits as they head to the first chicane of the track. Now 18 laps to decide who is going to win the main race and potentially take the early lead in the championship. But speaking of taking the early championship, there's Bernard who won the reverse race. There he is in 15th place, chasing Tail Fabi from Team Italy. Meanwhile, staying ahead of Bjorn Waldegaard in 16th for Team Sweden, not Switzerland. Hans Jochen stuck, trying to make the move on Jonathan Powell. This is for 6th place, and does not look like he's going to be able to get past. Hearing down in about for 8th place, there's Allen getting past Dennis Firestone. So Marco Allen making his way into the top 8 for Team Finland. And further down there's Bernard Driver, who's still starting 15th now. He's got to try and get past one of the Japanese drivers, that is Tsurush Migi. As they're coming down to the third section, as they're coming to the last corner, which is the hairpin. Here comes Jacques Lafitte though, going into the inside of Joachim Mass. Can Lafitte get the pass into second? Oh, it's going to be close. I'm not really sure. I think he might just miss out. I think Mass might hold on. Bobby Rahal saying the fastest lap at 134.962. And now, someone else is the no, it's Bobby Rahal. I thought it said someone else is the fastest lap, but nope, that's wrong. Lafitte's trying to get that way through, but Mass managed to defend second place nicely. Looking further down this, stuck in the pressure for Marco Allen, looks like. Meanwhile, Neil Krang trying to get past his teammate Firestone for 9th, while trying to defend from Riccardo Patrese in 11th place. So we're on board with Ari Vatanen in 16th place, as we see Rahul does pull it even faster. Fastest lap, 134.7, a really quick time. Everyone else is in the 135 to 136, it looks like. There's Vatten making his way into 15th position. Looking on board, oh god, it's going to look like it's going to be 3 wide going to turn 1. Is Firestone trying to defend from Krang? And Firestone managing to deny his teammate of 9th place as Ricard Patrese is still very much in the hunt to try and get past the 2 Aussies in front of him. And speaking of that, here comes Lafitte then, once again trying to make the pass on Jochen Mass. And can Lafitte get his way through? They're in the corner, and no, Jochen Mass once again managing to stop him from making the pass. There's Firestone will try to do the same with Krang and Patrese. And Firestone once again holds on to 9th position. Although we got a bit of a tussle for 12th, and that is Sakamoto getting ahead of Tail Fabi. Going to be difficult for anyone to try and catch him. Here comes Jack Lafitte though, going to the inside to try and get ahead of Jochen Mass. And can he make the move stick? And nope, Jochen Mass once again holds on to the position. Looking further down, Patrick Tomby now sets the fast lap in 14th place, 134.4. So good job from Tomby. And look at this, the two teammates still trying to get past each other for 9th, but Firestone just will not let Krang get the pass. And the biggest gainer so far, it is Marku Allen. So he started 12th, he's currently sitting in 8th place. Then the next 2 biggest gainers are Patrick Tomby in 14th and 15th beyond Waldegaard. They've gained 3 places each. And while the only driver that's lost a ton of possessions is Toru Shimigi. So he started 11th, so he's dropped to 18th. So it's not gone well for the Japanese driver. Here we're coming to turn 1. Jack Lafitte once again trying to make a pass, and once again it just isn't going his way. Patrick Tomby taking the fast lap again. In 13th place, he's battling. So he's battling with the Japanese driver Sakamoto into 13th. Kind of the start finish line. This bar hull of 134.5, nearly a second faster last lap than those behind Jochen Mass. And there we go. Oh, this is 3 wide. Is that Tom Sneaver trying to make a late charge around the corner, trying to get involved somehow? I mean, what is he thinking there? But here's Neil Krang and Firestone going at it again at turn 1. And Firestone managing to get the line and manages to keep Krang behind him. That's basically what's been going on this race. Is we've got 2 large groups of cars together, but no one's really able to get past each other. And now Bobby Rahal's coming into the pits in this lap. Okay, so Rahal's in the pits. Mass is coming to the pits. Lafitte is going to stay out and take the lead of the race. And I think that's Jonathan Palmer is staying out as well. So Lafitte will take the lead. Palmer will go into 2nd. Marquis, and who will go into 3rd? It looks like Ricard Patrese and Tail Fabi are staying out. So we're going to have both Italians be jumped up to 4th, but they'll probably pit in the next lap as they try and battle each other to get into 3rd. Now, who from the pits is going to come out first? Is it going to be Rahul? Okay, Rahul looks like he's going to come out first. Where is he going to? What position is he going to be in? He's going to come out in 5th place. So a good spot from here. Jochen Mass is coming out now. There's Sneva, and oh, there's her reg out. Getting caught up, and those coming out of the pits in temporary 8th place. And who's going to come out in 9th? I'm not sure. It might actually be Patrick Tomby, actually. Well, as I say, Kelly Grundle's staying out this lap, and so is Gordon Hatch in 10th for Team South Africa. So Tomby will come out in 11th, but there's some drivers there are drivers that still need to pit. So here is the temporary leader of Jacques Lafitte coming down the 2nd sector. And well, they're going to come in the pits this lap. So are 3rd and 4th place sitters of Patrese and Fabi, the 2 Italian drivers. So as we're into lap 10, here comes Lafitte into the pits, and here comes Jonathan Palmer. Now, will they get out ahead of those that pit this lap? Will they get out ahead of Bobby Rahal? Yes, look at this, the Italian driver's coming in the pits. That's Bobby Rahal coming down as he's coming down towards the last corner. Can Lafitte and Palmer get out quick enough to get ahead, or is Bobby Rahal going to retake the lead of the race? Lafitte and Palmer on the move. I'm pretty certain Rahal is going to come out ahead and will retake the lead of the race. No, in fact, no, Lafitte's coming out just now. Okay, I was wrong. Rahal got ahead of Palmer, but Lafitte has managed to come out into the lead of the race. Unbelievably close. There's Petresi comes at 4th, Tail Fabi is 5th, Sneva and Mass in the battle for 6th. Oh. Okay, so Mass is in 6th, Sneva drops to 7th. Okay, and coming into 8th place, it looks like it'll be Patrick Tombe as Rega's in the pits. And who's going to be 9th? I guess 9th is going to be Bjorn Waldegard. And right behind him is Bernard Driver. So Bernard Driver, who's been struggling in this main race, might actually get some points to go along with his race victory in the reverse grid race. Oh no, we've got a problem. Marco Allen's had a crash. Okay, Marco Allen, what has happened to the Finnish driver? Okay, so he was down in 19th position. Okay, coming around the inside, that's Neil Krang alongside him. Okay, what has happened to Allen? And oh, George Schwartz has completely sideswiped him. Okay, so Schwartz caught the back of Allen and it spun him round. That is a disaster right there. Oh, Schwartz broke. Allen's trying to get past, but he just turned in on him. That was. So I believe that is definitely Schwartz's fault there, because Schwartz was in the wrong line if he was going to pit. So that's Marco Allen out of the race, which is a shame, because I think Allen was doing a decent job for Finland. But now they have to rely on Vatanen to get some decent points. I mean, yes, there is no nations table in F2, but still be nice, especially if Finland are looking for their next one of them to be in F1 either during the season or the next Olympic season. And can Sneva get his way through? No, he's not going to be able to find his way through. In 8th place, that's Patrick Tombe. He is 17 seconds behind 7th place, but he is pretty much in a good position in 8th. There's Bjorn Waldegard 9th, and right at the top 10 is Bernard Driver 10th, followed by Vatanen in 11th place. Hatch is quite a distance away. We've got 3 fight for 9th, sorry. It's starting to really spice things up quite considerably. Here comes Vatanen, who's trying to find his way around Driver, but Vatanen is not able to find his way through. Of course, Vatanen came 3rd in the reverse race, and Driver won the reverse race. And here they are back in a three-way fight for the back end of the points, along with Bjorn Waldegard. Well, that's really bad news. And here goes Jonathan Palmer though, in a charge to try and get 2nd place off Bobby Rahal, and Rahal will not let that happen. And look at Jacques Lafitte though, doing an amazing job. He qualified 2nd, and here he is leading the race. Who's gained the most and lost the most? And the biggest gainer of this race is, okay, it is Harv Regau. So he started in 21st and he's made his way into 12th. And Bjorn Waldegard started 18th, he's in 10th. Patrick Tombe gained 9 positions, started 17th, and he's in 8th. And Tail Fabi is 13th, he's in 5th. And another big gainer, Ricard Petresi, from 10th to 4th. And there's Derek Bell and Hans Jochen Stuck, who have both lost 11 places each. And then there's Dennis Firestone, who's lost 8 positions. So he has the three drivers who have really lost an awful lot during this race. So we are coming to the penultimate lap of the race. It's Ricard Petresi now sets the fastest lap at 1:33.6. Okay, try and get that on his name now. Tom Sneever's just gone broke at 1:33.6. They're really eager to try and finish strong this race. Here comes Sneever, trying to make his way into the top 6, but Jochen Mass is not going to let him have it that easily, and Mass stays ahead. So he was 4th in the first race, and he'll looks like he's going to end up getting 6. So a good result either way for him. And we've just got one corner left to go as we're heading towards the finish line. The South African driver of Gordon Hash just ahead of him. But the other day it does not matter, because with one corner left to go, Jacques Lafitte is going to take the first main race win of the season, and he's going to win the main race around Monza. So Lafitte takes the win. Bobby Rahal will take a respectable second. Jonathan Palmer 3rd. Patrese will come 4th. Tail Fabi finishes the race in 5th. Jochen Mass and Sneva will finish 6th and 7th, just side by side, and a very, very dramatic race ending for both of them. Here comes Patrick Talmay to finish the race in 8th place. And as he takes the fastest lap, 1:33.6, didn't he get the fast lap in the last across the line like he did in the reverse race? Cheeky result there from the Frenchman. As here is Bernard Drywall, looks like they're finishing 9th, just ahead of Bjorn Wallegard, who's been fending off Neil Krang and Ari Vatanen. So across the line goes driver, Wallegard goes through the line, Krang and Vatanen make his way through, and here comes Harv Reger to come across the line as we wait for everyone else to make it to the finish line. And here is your final result of the race. Lafitte winning by just under 4 seconds, Rahal is 3rd, Palmer taking 3rd, both Italians take the 4th and 5th, then the Western drivers Jochen Mass finishes in 6th with Tom Steve at 7th, Patrick Talmay in 8th, driver 9th, and Wallegard gained the final point for Sweden in 10th. Looking further down the order, we've got Krang 11th, Vatanen 12th, Reger 13th, Sakamo 14th, Firestone 15th, Stuck 16th, Bell 17th, Shimigi 18th, Hatch, the last driver on the lead lap, is 19th. And then we have the lap drivers of Kelly Grundle, George Schwartz, Desiree Wilson and Heimrich. The only driver that didn't finish the race, of course, was Marco Allen after Schwartz spun him out, and Schwartz has been issued the penalty, which means he will be the driver to finish in 23rd. So with that exciting race out of the way, it's on to the final grid walk for the F1 race around Monza. And so it's on to the grid for the F1 Olympic race. Michele Alboreto is on pole position with Eddie Cheever on the front row. Niki Lauda and Thierry Boutsen are on row 2, followed by Manfred Wincock and Gerhard Berger 5th and 6th. 7th is Los Angeles with Jackie X in 8th. Right for top 10, Derek Warwick and Walter Brunn. Further down the field we have Jan Lowers and Mario Andretti, followed by Rosberg and Nakasaka on row 7. 15th place is Nelson Piquet with Arnu in 16th. Then it is Bell 17th, Sura 18th, 19th is Ayrton Senna, Jacques Villeneuve is 20th. On the back row of the grid, Jeff Brown for Australia and Saro van der Merwe for South Africa. So with the first grid walk completed, let's see who will win the first ever Formula-Olympic race in 1984. So here we are for the F1 race around Monza, with Michele Alboreto on pole position, getting the first 3 bonus points of the season, with A. Cheever on the front row, and Niki Lauda getting the final bonus point by qualifying 3rd. Then it's Boutsen 4th, and you see the rest of the grid. The biggest surprise is Team Brazil, with probably the 2 biggest names in this grid, with Piquet 15th and Ayrton 19th. You never know, with 35 laps around this race, anything is possible. So without further ado, let's get into this race, and let's just see who will come out on top in this first race of the 1984 Formula-Olympics season. And we are off, and it looks like it was a good start there from Michele Alboreto to hold on to the lead. So I can find a decent camera. TV3, there's the camera. And here they come down into turn 1, and looks like Alboreto is going to maintain the lead, and I think everyone's going to make it through turn 1 safely. With, looks like Niki Lauda. Yep, Niki Lauda has indeed got into 2nd position. And yep, all 22 drivers have made it through safely, thankfully. Let's get the Formula-Olympic car back to the pits, and then let's refocus our attention to the front. Oh, looks like we've got a bit of a daring over to this. This is from Manfred Winkelhock from West Germany, trying to make. Oh no, it wasn't Winkelhock. It was yeah, it was Winkelhock trying to make the move on. Yeah. Oh, we've got a huge crash at the back. Derek Warwick is involved and Jackie X is involved. What on earth has happened here? That was a huge crash. You just saw one of the Jackie X going flying. I wonder what. Let's try and find out. Let's see if we can find what I want to X. So there's Derek Warwick trying to make the move on. Okay, they both went wide. Oh, right into Mark Sewer. And got collected by, I think that was PK that they got collected by. He's still moving. But Derek Warwick, well, I think Derek Warwick is out of this race already. That's not a good start for the Team United Kingdom. Yeah, that's basically it for Derek Warwick already. It's also bad that for the UK because their other driver, Nigel Mansell, didn't even qualify to make it to the race. Okay, so Alberto leads, Niki Lauda is second, Eddie Cheever is third, Boutsen fourth, Manfred Winkelhock is fifth, Ella D'Angelo sixth, Gerhard Berger seventh, Mario Andretti eighth, Walter Brun is ninth, and around the top 10, Naoki Nagasaka. There's Jackie S going pretty slowly at the back. He's clearly got a huge problem with his car. There's a lot of damage to his car. This Mara 19th, this Jeff Brown 20th. So here we're starting lap 2, and looks like Niki Lauda is under pressure from Eddie Cheever, but he hold on to the position. And meanwhile, Manfred Winkelhock trying to make the move on Boutsen, but wasn't able to make the move stick, and thus Boutsen maintains 4th position. That's basically how it was. Michele Alboreto sets fast lap at 1:26.9. And look at this, Niki Lauda looks like under pressure from a Cheever once again. Ayrton Senna has set the fast lap down in 18th place. And look at this, it's Mario Andretti trying to make the move on Gerhard Berger, and is Andretti going to make the pass? Nope, looks like Berger is going to hold on to 7th position, but the American is still hanging in there. He's still trying to get past Gerhard Berger. Here they are coming to the chicane. Let's run up 3, and oh, was there contact there? It looked like there was contact, but either way, Mario Andretti holds on to position, and Gerhard Berger drops down to 8th. As we are on lap 4 of 35, and Arnew coming back once again to try and get into 11th. And oh, there's definitely contact there. Arnew gets pushed out wide, and Keke Rosberg says thank you very much, and I'm going to take 12th place. And there's Nelson Piquet down in 15th place. He's going to try and find his way past Mark Suhr from Switzerland. Personal best from Alboreto, but Ayrton Senna still gets the fastest lap of the race. As I say that, Mario Andretti goes and sets the fastest lap in 7th place, 1:26.4. Will anyone beat that time? I don't know. Hard to say. Coming down to turn 1 is Andretti's trying to chase Ella D'Angelis, who's trying to put the pressure on Manfred Winkelhock, and turn 1, Arnew under pressure for Rosberg. I think Arnew was trying to now I'm drawing a blank. Okay. Oh no, because Rosberg and Lammers had some drama. No, Arnew and Lammers had drama, and Keke Rosberg capitalized when they made the pass. So Arnew actually got past Lammers and Rosberg to get back into 11th. Yeah, I can remember it when I think. Okay, it's on lap 5, although it looks like we're going to have some trouble ahead for the race leader, Michele Alboreto, because look ahead of, if you can see, just barely see ahead of him, is the stricken Jackie X, whose really struggling for pace, thanks to the amount of damage his car sustained after the contact with Warwick. And of course, getting slapped around by Suhr and PK. So hopefully it's not going to be too much trouble for the race leader, especially since, well, Lauda is not too far behind. And look at this, Alboreto manages to get his way through. And look at this, Manfred Winkelhock is trying to make the pass on Thierry Boutsen. But can he make the move stick? No, the Belgian is going to deny the West German of 4th place. As Angela sits back to watch on while looking at where it looks like Mario Andretti's going to try and slowly start putting the pressure on the Italian. In fact, a big cue cut. Yeah, they're all trying to get past Jackie X. That's what's going on here. So Thierry Boutsen is trying to get past his own teammate. And this can Thierry Boutsen get past? Yep, he's managed to get past. And look at this. There's going to be chaos behind Jackie X because they're all trying to get past him at the same time. And it's going to slow them down. Oh, and off go. Okay, we've got a huge problem here. Okay. Jackie X is completely slowing a lot of the drivers down. It's really, really terrible from the Belgian. He really needs to let them all through. He's a lap down, around lap 6. I mean, look at this train of cars that's all coming trying to get past him. It's crazy. And look at this. Oh man, look at this. They're all struggling to find their way through. And that's going to help everyone that's already ahead of them pull away because of this. As some of the drives, okay, so some of the drives are managed to get past. There's Keke Rosberg, they're just about trying to get past the Belgian. There's holding up one of the Brazilians. That's Piquet was holding up there. Those are towards the back. They're being held up. It's including Aaron Senna. He's dropped down to 19th. The only driver behind him is Van der Merwe from South Africa, and well. This is an absolute catastrophe as opposed to the back because they're trying to race, but there's a stricken Belgian driver who's just completely slowing them all down, and thus they're making it impossible for them to actually compete. Okay, the Senna's made his way through, but now Villeneuve and Merwe are having problems getting past. Okay, they've all finally got past, but look at that's definitely caused a lot of damage to all the drivers' performance in the race because it's completely spread out the field unfairly, all just because they were struggling to get past Jackie X. I mean, 2.1 seconds is the gap between him and Alboreto, and here goes Eddie Cheever trying to blitz his way through into second place. Can he hold on to the position if he's coming down to turn number 1? Oh, going right to the inside. I think Eddie Cheever might not get the pass. Nope. Was pushed out towards the inside by Lauda, and that's cost him. We'll get and this will be the same story with the other Austrian and American, and Berger beating Mario Andretti thanks to that. More lap on drama. There's RNU and Rosberg trying to a failed pass. And there's PK and Beloff in a battle for 15th, pretty much the same corner. So turn number 1 has got all the ambitious attempts to make passes, but just not succeeding just not that much success. And Mario Andretti managed to find his way past Gerhard Berger into 7th. And wait, how is there a big gap? I'm guessing Berger must have had an off somewhere. Must have had an off in the chicane. That's how Andretti's already pulled a 3-second gap, just like that. So that's probably what's happened here. Goes Walter Brundle trying to make the move on Gerhard Berger, and I think Berger just locked up there. But here comes Nagasaka though, trying to get involved, trying to find his way into 9th position for Japan. But it looks like the Japanese driver isn't going to find his way past Brun, not this time round anyway. Checking back for the battle for second place. Here's Lauda under pressure from Chiba once again pushing him towards the inside. And Chiba doesn't find his way through. And here comes Aldo Angelis. Similar story, but Boutsen holding on, beating the Italian out to hold on to 4th. And speaking of drama, there's Jackie X once again. Here's Michele Alboreto. They need to try and find his way through again. And we're on lap 10 of 35. And X is going to be 2 laps down already. Oh, Jackie X, just let everyone through, will ya? Oh my goodness. Okay, the Belgian is just holding up the front runners, and look at that. That's let Lauda and Cheever catch up to the race leader. Now, oh man, and look at this. Lauda's been held up. No, it's Cheever's been held up. Now Cheever's not going to be able to try and battle for second place with the Austrian now. Oh my goodness, what on earth are you doing, X? Okay, look at that. Now it's his own teammate. Jimmy Bootson's how to struggle to find his way through. There's Angela's trying his way through. Now Winkelhoff's trying to find his way through. And Mary J needs to try and find his way through now. Oh man, this is all just going to hell with Jackie X, isn't it? But the thing is, the problem is because of X. And Nicholas Nelson Piquet are trying to lap the Belgian once again. Oh my goodness. I actually thought X was going to send him off the road, which would have been an absolute disaster for Brazil there. But yeah, it's very questionable about X not pitting, despite the fact he's going ridiculously slow because of the damage his car sustained. And now Keke Rosberg sets the fast lap in 10th place, 126.2, so he's trying to catch Brun. And here comes Jan Larsson trying to find his way past Nagasaka for 11th position. And there's Mark Suhr right behind. Is the Dutchman going to get past Nagasaka? Ooh, it's going to be tight, but I don't think Lammers not quite managed it this time. So Naoki Nagasaka holds on to 11th for now, but he's lost an awful lot of ground to Keke Rosberg. Rosberg is just flying up the field. In fact, call up to Walter Brun now. So Walter Brun under pressure from Keke Rosberg. This is for 9th position now. And Rosberg going to the outside now. He's going to try and go for the inside line to the chicane, looks like. And look at this. And oh, pushed off wide. Oh, we got this. Oh, Ayrton Senna and Jeff Brabham have had a big crash. Okay, let's see what happened to Senna. Okay, so Senna was down 18th position. Contact between him and Brabham. Okay, so this was the battle for 17th place. Okay, what has happened here? We're going a bit too far back. Yeah, okay, we're going a bit far back. This is turn 1. Okay, this is Ayrton Senna. Oh, Brabham spins him around. And Brabham just sends them both off the... Okay, so Jeff Brabham spins Senna. And I'm not really sure what Senna was doing there. Is he Okay, well Senna and Brabham are off. So that's... I think it's fair to say Senna and Brabham have had it. They're definitely out of the race. Okay, so that is Senna and Brabham out of the... Oh no, Brabham's still going. Okay, so Senna's out of the race, but Jeff Brabham is still able to go. But I think it's going to be under investigation for causing the spin. Okay, so we're probably not going to see many outtakes. Who's the biggest gainer and loser so far in this race? So the biggest gainer, it is Mark Suhr, because Suhr started 18th, so he's up to 12th. Then the next biggest gainer is Mario Andretti, who started 12th and he's made his way to 7th. Then next biggest gainer is Van der Merritt. Now Merritt was started at the back in 22nd, but he's up to 18th, so he's gained 4 places. But it looks like he's going to lose contact with Jacques Villeneuve. Yeah, so he's definitely going to be struggling. And then after that, well, that's pretty much this. The biggest loser is probably Jan Lam. Yeah, biggest loser is Jan Lammers is still in the race. He started 11th, so he's lost 3 positions during this race. Okay, so that's good to know. Let's get back to the board we need. There's this one. Okay, so a few overtakes are completely missed. Here comes Aichiva though. Aichiva's going to try and take the lead of the race. Now, can the American hold on to it? I mean, or is Alberto going to hold on to the position? Coming down to turn 1? And it looks like Alberto's going to hold on to the lead of the race. A very ambitious move from Aichiva. Just did not go his way this time round. Got out of his car. Brabham was able to move again, but it looks like Jack Brabham may be given a time penalty, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. Come on, X, gotta move. Oh no, Alboreto has been held up. Now Cheever has capitalized and taken the lead of the race. Any Cheever managing to make a cheeky maneuver to get his way around the lap driver, and thus he takes the lead off Alboreto. What a sneaky move from the American to take the lead of the race. And now Keke Rosberg is going to set the fastest lap, 126.222. I think he had the previous fast lap, so he's just basically making it more difficult for everyone to try and beat As he's trying to pull away from the Swiss driver of Walter Brunn, who's sitting comfortably in 10th, so he's doing pretty well for the Swiss team. Oh man, look at this. Look at what Jackie X is doing. He's completely slowing everyone down again. Oh man, this is getting kind of ridiculous here. I think Jackie X is going to end up getting suspended after just one round, because this is completely absurd of the Belgian. Okay, coming down to turn 1 is Niki Lauda going into the inside of Alboreto. This is to try and get into second position. I mean, yeah, we've got both Italians in the top 4 though, so Italy are doing really well. They're going to be eager to try and hold on to the win the nations table, nations championship once again. Sorry, like they did in the previous season back in 1952. So it's back and watches on is Lauda is stuck in an Italian sandwich at the moment. Jackie X slowing everyone down. Okay, Alvarez finds his way through. Lauda's finds his way through. Angela's kind of struggling at the moment. No, wrong driver. We're on board with it. We're on board with X, watching everyone try and get past him. So Andretti gets past X, but Winkelhock doesn't. Okay, now Winkelhock manages to find his way through. Oh man, Jackie X is really, it must be absolutely irritating everybody here. Even his own teammate must be getting absolutely fed up with him. Slowing everyone down the way he is. I mean, he's 5 laps down. Okay, here comes the race leader. Eddie Cheever's coming into the pits. What about the rest of the field? Are they going to come in as well? Alvarez coming in. Lauda is staying out. Angels is staying out. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so interesting strategy there. Okay, Boutsen's in. Andretti is in. Winkelhock is coming in. Is anyone else staying out? Berger's in. The question is who's going to come out first. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, got other drivers coming out, staying out. RNU is staying out, and so is Mark Sewer. Interestingly, Alvarez on the move. He's ahead of Cheever. Okay, other drivers staying out. That's Stefan Beloff is staying out. Okay, so Alberto comes out of the pits first in 6th position. There's Jackie X trying to get ahead of the lap driver. Okay, slowing them down. That's probably good. Okay. That was nearly a disaster. That was a disaster waiting to happen. But anyway, here's your current race leader, it's Niki Lauda. They're going to have to come in the pits this lap. So it's RNU, Stewart, and Beloff, and they're quite considerably behind way behind them down the field. So I think it's fair to say Lauda is going to, and Angelis might end up being ahead of those that came to the pits in the previous laps. So Alberto first out, Boutsen second. Third out was Cheever. Okay, so Cheever was slower, came up after Boutsen did. Okay, here comes Lauda and Angelis in now. Will this gamble pay off? Okay, Jeff Brabham's playing this lap, so Jeff Brabham might end up being, I'm guessing he might be lapped, or is he coming out? Okay, the Brabham's coming out of the pits now, so he's not going to be a lap down. Okay, and Angelis already on the move, and he's going to come out ahead of Lauda. Okay, so Angelis is going to end up leading the race. So this is interesting. Angelis leads the race. Lauda's going to come out probably, yeah, Lauda's going to be comfortably in second position. Okay, so I was just checking because PK gained 2 positions to gain 14th. I'm guessing it's because everyone's back behind Jackie X again. Okay, Alboreto is going to come out, is going to be in 3rd position, Boutsen 4th, but look at that, they're considerably behind Angelis and Lauda by 16 seconds. That's a lot of time. And look at Mario Andretti down in 16th position. So Andretti's had absolutely atrocious pit stop, it seems. Look at this. Rosberg 9th, Nagasaka's found his way back to the top 10. Yeah, because Mario Andretti is probably the biggest loser of the pits. That's an absolute catastrophe for him. Walter Bruns fell on the top 10 as well. Okay, now this is taking a massive turn. So Angelis leads, Lauda's second, Alboreto third, so both times in the top 3. Then it's Boutsen in 4th, Eddie Cheever rounding off your top 5, Manfred Winkelhock 6th, Mark Suhr 7th, Stefan Beloff from West Germany out of nowhere is coming to the top, has made his way to 8th place, Keke Rosberg 9th, and Naoki Nagasaka rounding off your top 10. So Angelis was in the top 5, but out of nowhere has managed to hold to the lead, has got to lead the race. It goes to show it's paying later, definitely works in this track. Oh, Perez sets the fastest lap, takes that title away. Oh no, Eddie Cheever has gone and just taken that title off. Eddie Cheever now sets the fastest lap, a 1:25.6, so a really quick time there from the American. He's got a lot of time to make up. He wants to hold on to the position. Okay, there's Manfred Winkelhock though, right behind in 6th position, doing pretty well for West Germany. Well, he's got a bit all to do it, but and there's Cheever's teammate Andretti down 16th place, now sets the fastest lap, 1:25.440. And speaking of Andretti's gone and set another fastest lap, 1:25.3, in fact nearly a second faster than Brandon Piquet ahead of him. And look at this, that's Jan Lammers trying to make the move on Berger, but nope, Jan Lammers not able to get the pass unless has to stay in 13th position. Let's check the progress now. Who's made the biggest gains? Mark Suhr has made the biggest gains. He's gained 11 positions, 18th to 7th. What a result from the Swiss driver there. And next biggest gainer is Stefan Beloff. He's gained 9 positions. He started 17th, he's made his way to 8th. A good showing there. Then the next biggest gainer, your current race leader, Elo De Angelis, starts 7th and he's in the lead of the race. An amazing job there. And the biggest loser is Gerhard Berger. He's lost 7 positions. He's lost 8 now. He started in 6th place because Jackie X is the problem, that's why. And then the next biggest losers are Lammers and Andretti. They've lost 4 positions each because they started 11th and 12th evidently. And then, oh man, this is absolute chaos with X, that's for sure. Okay, so we're on lap 27. And look at this, Jackie X being pushed off wide by Jeff Brabham. Mark Suhr has now set the fastest lap, 1:35.3. Okay, so Mark Suhr has picked up the pace in 7th position for Team Switzerland. He is going to be pushing hard to try and do well for himself and for his team. I mean, Team Switzerland has had a bit of an up and down race, it looks like. I mean, Walter Brunn was in the top 10 for all the race, but in the pit stops pushed him down to 13th position. So, And Jackie X again. Winkelhock's got past Boutsen, so is Cheever, and Boutsen got absolutely done dirty by his own teammate again. There's Mark Suhr getting past his Beloff 8th. Now to try and get past him, so is Keke Rosberg in 9th. But the upside for him, he's in 9 seconds ahead of the next driver, which is Nagasaki. And there's battle for 11. This is between Arnoux and Nelson Piquet. Piquet's really struggling for Brazil, and Brazil, well, I think with Senna and Piquet in the lineup, they would probably expect them to do better than they've done this weekend. I mean, even 11th is not that good for Piquet or Senna in general. It's just not a good weekend overall for probably the favourites of the season. Probably a bigger favourite than Italy, but Italy are 1st and 3rd, and Brazil are currently 11th and retired. Okay, here we are, starting lap 13. Elo De Angelis is catching up to Jeff Brabham, so it looks like Jeff Brabham might end up getting lapped over after all. Meanwhile, Niki Lauda looks like he's pushing the pace, so he's slowly closing the gap, but with only 5 laps left to go, he's going to have to push even harder if he wants to try and catch Angelis. It's just, I don't see that happening. I don't think it's going to be able to do that. Oh, here comes Manfred Winkelhock, though. He's going to try and get West Germany into the podium. Try to deny Italy of a double podium finish. And yes, look at this. Manfred Winkelhock is managed to get his way into the top 3. What a move there from the West German. And look at the take of Elo De Angelis. He's going to try and lap Jeff Brabham, who's got the penalty issue out, but it doesn't really matter. Manfred Winkelhock sets the fastest lap, 1:24.9. And Manfred Winkelhock is a man on a mission to make sure West Germany has a driver on the podium. Well, in a bronze medal position, as you'd see in the Olympics. So bronze medal for Winkelhock. Not a bad result for him there. I'm guessing it's thanks to some misfortunes. And okay, Jackie X has done it again. And Rinyu has capitalised on it and he's gone to the top 10. Even Walter Bruns got past Nagasaka, so it looks like the Japanese team are going to lose out on points. Looks like he's good. Looks like he should be able to make the pass here. As we start lap number 33, only 3 laps left to go, and yep, Angelis has successfully. Oh, has he got past him? Nope. Nope. Looks like Brabham is not going to let him go that easily. Now Winkelhock sets another fastest lap, 1:24.8. But he's still pushing. He is still pushing to get into 12th. Oh, but is Andretti going to be able to pull it off? Looks like he has indeed. Oh no, he's got such come. Oh, he's gone wide. Ooh, nearly a smack there from Nagasaka. But as we enter the penultimate lap, here's Ellen Angelis. Under pressure from the laps, Jeff Brabham. Brabham seems to is trying his hardest to stay on the lead lap. No, Brabham, you're not battling him for the lead. And here we go, coming around the final corner, and Ella De Angelis is going to win the first round of the 1984 Formulalympics. And there we go, Ella De Angelis takes the gold medal. Niki Lauda will come around in second position for Austria, so a really well-deserved result for Lauda. Here goes Manfred Winkelhock to come around the line to finish in third to take the final podium spot. What a result! Albrecht is going to come in fourth. Eddie Cheever is going to miss out and finish in fifth. A good result for the USA, regardless of what happened to this race. Butson could come in sixth, seventh for Sewer. Stefan Bell, the other West German driver, is going to come in 8th, with an amazing result for Finland. They're going to get in a 9th place finish. And in 10th place in the final point, going to the French team, that is Rinyu. Though a disappointing result for France, but still a point for France regardless. Well, what a result. Ella De Angelis wins, Lauda second, and Winkelhock going off the podium. And the rest of the points, Albrecht 4th, Cheever 5th, Butson 6th, Sewer 7th, Beloff 8th, Rothberg 9th, and Arnu 10th. And we look further down the grid. Walter Brad, Nagasaka, Andretti, PK Villeneuve, Berger, Lowndes, and Miller was the last driver on the lead lap. And the 2 drivers who finished the race multiple laps down. Well, Brabham was only 1 lap down, but he's been penalised. But the penalties are really mathematically still 90th anyway. And Jackie X isn't a classified finisher for being 9 laps down. And the 2 drivers are retired, Ayrton Senna and Derek Warwick. So with that exciting race out of the way, let's check the championship standings for F1, F2, and more importantly, the Nations table. And looking at the Drivers' Championships, we see the top 30 highest placed drivers on the list. Ella De Angelis is first, Lauda is second, Winkelhock and Alboreto both share 15 points to round off the top 4. In the F2 Championship, same story, a direct reflection of how the reverse and main races went. Jacques Lafitte is your championship leader, Bobby Rahal is second, Jonathan Palmer takes third, Joe Kamas is fourth, and joint fifth with 12 points apiece, Bird the driver and Riccardo Patrese. And finally, looking at the nations table after the first round of the race, again a direct reflection. Italy leads the way, Austria is second, West Germany takes third, United States is fourth, and round the top 5 is Belgium with their 6th place finish, with Spain dead last thanks to a did not pre-qualifying, and they're at risk of being eliminated after the 8th round of the season. So, I would like to share my final thoughts before we close out the first round of the season. Well, it's definitely a very tight battle at the top in F2, with Rahal and Lafitte looking like to be early favourites in my opinion. In the F1 Championship, well, I'd like to say too much, but I feel like I can't really say much, mainly because it was completely played with Jackie X's shenanigans after his lap 1 incident. So with Jackie X being suspended for the next round of the season, Belgium are going to have to get another driver in already. Who will they draft in to take his seat? Well, who knows? But I hope you enjoyed this weekend regardless, and I'll see you for the next race where we'll hopefully see who will have an early tight grip of first place in the standings.